Hey there, we're in Mount Juliet today and we're going to visit another bookstore and do a price comparison, kind of like the one we did at McKay last year. I think this store is a little bit smaller, so we're just going to see what we can find. So we're at Walls of Books, Mount Juliet, and this is the second Walls of Books store. Their first store was in Clarksville. The Mount Juliet store was supposed to open in April, so of course that was impacted by the quarantine. I believe they actually opened their doors in May. If you're heading out to Mount Juliet, the address for Walls of Books is 300 Pleasant Grove Road. It is right off of the main drag there on Mount Juliet Road. It's kind of on the opposite side of the highway from Providence Mall. It's right by the Lowe's, so if you can find that, you'll be right there. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the sections first. So all the racks that are on the floor are fiction, and most of the selection when I was there was pretty mainstream fiction. You're looking at John Grisham, Stephen King, that kind of stuff. And those are alphabetized by author. Then on the walls, you have, the one wall is Christian nonfiction first. And there's Bibles, and then there's sort of like some other nonfiction, living kind of things. Then you have biographies, history, and science. And those sections are pretty small comparatively. On the other wall, you have a huge lot of YA and teen, which is fine. And then you have small sections again of like humor, health, self-help, and parenting. And then you also have Christian fiction. And then in the back there's a kids section and a very small shelf of like cooking and sewing, which is across from the bathroom. The selection I have no problem with, because obviously it's a used bookstore and they're selling what people turn in. So if anything, the selection is just a reflection of what people in that area are reading. Where I did have some problems was that all the stuff on the walls did not seem to be in any discernible order. For example, biography. They weren't in order by author or by the name of the person being talked about in the biography. Same thing with the Christian nonfiction and the self-help, parenting. Not only were they not by author, but like I found a How to Pick the Perfect College book next to, Welcome to Being a Dad. Well, those are kind of like 18 years apart in a person's, parenting life. So, like, just the topics were all over the place within the main topic that was up there. So we did do a price comparison, and I was specifically looking for titles, though, that had been popular in the past couple years, including this year. For the comparison this time, I think last time we did Amazon and Barnes & Noble. This time I went with Half Price Books as a other comparison, just because I know that all of their stuff is used. So we know we're definitely comparing with a used price. These prices are just based on the base price, so we're not figuring in any tax or shipping. And here's what we found. We did Educated by Tara Westover, Room Where It Happened by John Bolton, which of course just came out earlier this year. American Dirt by Janine Cummins, Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. We did Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee, You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero, and that one actually was in the top 10 for last year, and it's in the self-help section, but I managed to find that one. So at most you could have saved up to $32.52. So overall, I thought this place was pretty cute. I would say if you live in Mount Juliet or just going out to Providence to shop, it's a cool place if you want to just browse. You want to just see what you see, find something new. It may not be for you if you're looking for a very specific title. That's just my take on that.